Hi, and welcome. In this series, you are going to learn a total of 5 different tips for different things that you can use within your classroom or your office to help make your life a little bit easier using Autocrat. If you have not downloaded Autocrat, go back to that first video in this series, the introduction video, get that downloaded so we can go ahead and get started. So grade notifications are super important no matter which level you're at. So one way that I choose to take time off of my plate is by having this already automated, so where I can fill out a Google form and then automatically send that to both students and parents to have them update on what their grade is. So let's take a look about how you can do that. So the template that you have is what you see here. This is very similar to the attendance letter that we sent out earlier. It just has a few different mapping triggers on here. So all the yellow you're going to change, and you can, again, tweak it to however you want. This is just a template for you to kind of go by. You're going to insert your school logo. That way it looks more personalized. So you'll notice that I have my tags here. I have those tagged in my Google form as well. So let's take a look at that. So here is my Google form that I fill out. So it has all the things that I include on my letter. And one way that makes this go really, really fast is if I already have like pre-made comments that it's included on there. And that way parents have like an action step, or if they don't have an action step to do based on what the grade is. And so I press the trigger. So here is, I've never created a spreadsheet for this one. And so it's going to press create. After this, so the next time you go to open it up, you will not have this option. It will go automatically to your spreadsheet. So here are all the things that I have on my letter. And so the same way as I did it before, I'm going to go to extensions, Autocrat, launch. And so I'm going to run a whole new job because I've not set one up for this yet. So new job. And then I have my grade notification Autocrat. Next, I'm going to choose my template from my drive. Taking some time apparently. So I call this grade notification. Ooh. Here it is. I'm going to select it and make sure you delete those yellow parts before you send this out to anybody. So then again, you're going to check to make sure that it's mapped everywhere. I have 3 that are missing. So today's date is going to go to today's date. Current grade, it's going to go to current grade, and information regarding grade. So now all of my maps that are in my template have a place on my form. So my file name, I'm going to put student name grade update. I do this as a PDF, that way it can't be changed. Google Docs are editable. I don't want this to be editable. That sounded like edible, but it's editable, just FYI. If you want to change the folder, you can. I don't. I keep all my Autocrat files in one. That way I know where to look. I do not do a dynamic folder, and there are no conditions. So I send these to parents. So I'm going to put yes to what I want to send. If you didn't want to send this, like you just wanted to have a file of this that you could print out, or just keep for your records, you could put no and it would just save it to your Google Drive. But I want to tag parent email address, comma, student email address. So both of these people are going to get this email. Again, I'm going to call this student name grade update. You can put whatever message you want to put. So I'm going to say, please see attached for an update on your grade. And then allow collaborators to reshare. I'm going to press no. And then send from generic no reply address. That means it would just be no reply google.com. I put no because that means it's actually going to send from my email. So run on form trigger, if you are, and so you're going to press yes. If you submit the Google form, it's automatically going to submit the email and send the email out and create the document if you say yes, run on form trigger. If you do run on time trigger, it's just going to run that every so often and send every hour, every 3 hours. I have no idea what that screen was, but here we are. I don't want it to run on a time trigger, but I do want to run it on the form trigger. And I'm going to press save. So now you have created your Autocrat job. And so I'm going to go and submit a form real fast so that way it shows up on my screen. So what you'll see is I pressed submit on my Google form and it generated it here. So here is the letter that was sent. But here's also what you can do. So let's say that I have just a spreadsheet with all these grades on here with all the different notes that I have. And I don't want to do a Google form because that seems time consuming. I just want to be able to keep this in a spreadsheet and then run Autocrat whenever I want. So what you're going to do is I already have my information here. You'll notice that there are no documents here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to extensions and I'm going to go to launch. And I'm going to press the play button. And what it's going to do is for all those jobs that you see on my screen, it's going to run Autocrat and it's going to send those emails all out at once. So now that it's run all of them, so what you're going to see here is that these are the documents for those files. And all these emails have been sent out because I wanted to send the email, and you have your documents here.